Imagine rowing through silent canals just outside Mexico City and suddenly finding yourself surrounded by hundreds of broken dolls hanging from trees. Some have missing eyes, others have no arms, no legs, or cracked faces frozen in disturbing expressions. As the wind blows, they slowly sway back and forth, creating one of the eeriest sights on Earth. This is not a movie set or a haunted attraction. It is a real place, known as the Island of the Dolls, and its tragic story has fascinated and frightened visitors for decades. Hidden within the ancient canals of Xochimilco, south of Mexico City, lies a tiny island unlike any other in the world. Officially known as La Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls, it has become one of Mexico's most mysterious destinations. Thousands of old dolls hang from trees, fences, and abandoned structures, their weathered faces silently staring at anyone who dares to visit. The island's strange appearance is linked to a story that began more than half a century ago. According to local legend, a man named Don Julián Santana Barrera moved to the isolated island during the 1950s. He chose to live there alone, away from the busy streets of Mexico City, spending his days farming and caring for the land. His peaceful life changed forever after a tragic incident that would shape the island's future. Legend says that Don Julián discovered the body of a young girl floating in one of the nearby canals. Despite his efforts, he could not save her. Shortly afterward, he reportedly found a doll drifting in the water close to where the girl had drowned. Believing the doll belonged to the child, he hung it from a tree as a sign of respect and as an offering to comfort her restless spirit. But according to Don Julián, the strange events did not stop there. He later claimed he could hear whispers at night, footsteps around his small home, and mysterious voices calling from the darkness. He became convinced that the little girl's spirit remained on the island. To calm what he believed was the child's ghost, he began collecting abandoned dolls from canals, garbage piles, and nearby villages. Whenever he found one, he hung it from another tree, then another, and another. Over the years, hundreds and eventually thousands of dolls covered the island. Many were already broken when he found them. Some had missing heads, others had cracked faces, empty eye sockets, or tangled hair. Exposure to rain, heat, insects, and time only made them appear even more unsettling. Visitors who eventually discovered the island described it as one of the creepiest places they had ever seen. As word spread, local residents began sharing even stranger stories. Some claimed the dolls moved their arms or heads when nobody was nearby. Others believed their eyes followed visitors as they walked through the island. Boat operators occasionally reported hearing whispers carried across the water, while some tourists claimed they felt watched from every direction. Although there is no scientific evidence supporting these supernatural claims, the stories became part of the island's growing legend. Historians have found no confirmed evidence that the young girl's ghost truly haunted the island. In fact, some researchers question whether the drowning happened exactly as described. Because Don Julián lived alone for many years, separating historical fact from personal belief has proven difficult. What is well documented, however, is Don Julián's lifelong dedication to maintaining the Island of Dolls. For decades, he continued hanging dolls wherever space remained. His unusual collection transformed an ordinary island into one of the world's most recognizable locations associated with ghost stories and urban legends. Then came an eerie twist. In 2001, Don Julián himself was found dead in the same canal where he had claimed to discover the young girl's body decades earlier. His death shocked many people and immediately fueled new speculation. Some locals believed the island had finally claimed its caretaker. Others saw it as an eerie coincidence that strengthened the legends surrounding the dolls. Today, the Island of the Dolls has become a famous tourist destination within the Xochimilco Canal System, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors can reach the island only by traditional flat-bottomed boats called trajinetas, traveling through peaceful waterways that suddenly lead to one of the most unsettling landscapes imaginable. Despite its popularity, the island still makes many visitors uncomfortable. Rows of cracked dolls hang silently from branches. Empty eyes stare through faded plastic faces. Wind causes them to sway gently above the canals. Whether viewed as art, folklore, psychological obsession, or genuine paranormal mystery, the Island of the Dolls continues to captivate people around the world. For audiences in the United States and beyond, the island represents something deeply fascinating about human nature. Sometimes the most unforgettable places are not built by kings or civilizations. Sometimes they are created by one lonely man trying to ease a sorrow he could never forget.
And somewhere among the silent canals of southern Mexico, beneath hundreds of weathered dolls watching from the trees, one haunting question still remains.